Okay. I am calling this meeting, this is the Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022 regular meeting of the Flemington Borough Planning Board called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. With adequate and electronic notice of this meeting has been provided by way of publication of the Hunterdon County Democrat Courier News newspapers on or about March 17th, 2022. In addition, notice of the meeting was posted on the door of the Borough of Flemington Municipal Building located at 38 Park Avenue, and any handicapped accessible entrances there too. Posted on the municipal website, provided to the municipal clerk, and distributed to all persons, if any, requesting copies of same. This meeting is being recorded with both audio and video that may be rebroadcast. The meeting is a judicial proceeding, and any questions or comments must be limited to the issues that are relevant to what the board may legally consider in reaching a decision, and decorum appropriate to a judicial hearing must be maintained at all times. Ask everyone please rise as you're able. Flag salutes. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Colleen, if you could call the roll, please.
Mayor Driver?
Here.
Mr. Parker is excused. Mr. Campion?
Here.
Mr. Dashna?
Here.
Mr. Binghamton? Here. Mr. Cook?
Here.
Mr. Budney?
Here.
Ms. Giffen? Here. Ms. Weitzman?
Here.
Mr. Hill?
Here.
Mr. Levitt is excused. Ms. Kaczynski?
Here.
And Mr. Clarabelle, Ms. McManus, and Mr. Troutman are excused.
Thank you. All right, item 1 on the agenda is always public comments. Any members of the public wishing to speak? Seeing no members of the public on Zoom nor in person, I'm going to move on to item 2 on the agenda. Mayor?
Only one item last night at council. Council did adopt a resolution on a restated designated redeveloper for the Nilkamp property. It's still Cardinal Capital Management. There were some changes to the concept plan having to do with a recent executive order issued by the governor regarding flood levels, floodplain levels, and it's now 2 more feet. And so they had to rework their project to remove the underground parking. So they came in last night, presented a new concept plan, which I hope is up on the website by now, and then council redesignating it.
All right, thank you. Mr. Parker is not here and did not email me any council comments. HPC, there were a couple of resolutions that were circulated by email, but I don't see anyone from HPC here. I did, for the record, talk to Council Member Kim Tilley earlier, I guess it was last week, regarding some clarification on our comments to the ordinance regarding certified local government. Kara, I think that Kim or someone from HPC is going to reach out to you because mostly it was like the legal questions of some stuff. And if just so you're aware of that, it's a municipal ordinance, so it's also Tara's scope here. So I think it was more clarifying what we meant by a couple of comments there. So.
Okay.
So just to see that, just to know that that's there. Item 5 on the agenda are the minutes circulated by email from our prior meeting on August 9th. Can I get a motion and a second on the minutes? So until
Trevor seconds.
any additions, edits, or clarifications on the minutes? Okay, I think.
Mr. Hill?
Yes.
Mayor Driver?
Yes.
Mr. Campion?
Yes.
Mr. Dashna?
Yes.
Mrs. Engelhardt?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Budney?
Yes.
Ms. Giffen?
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, item 6 on our agenda this evening is completeness for 161 Dolce LLC, Block 14, Lot 37, 161 Main Street. It was submitted as a minor site plan, but we did receive correspondence earlier today from the applicant's attorney, Mr. Lanza, which I'm just going to read because folks may not have seen it. I'm just going to read it into the record so that we have it. That the firm represents the applicant, the owner of the above referenced property in connection with an application for site plan and variance approvals to construct an awning over an existing outdoor patio with windows shown in documents submitted with the application. The matter was scheduled for completeness review at tonight's planning board meeting. After correspondence and discussions with the board's professionals, we are going to follow up with additional information and ask this matter be heard as a major site plan application rather than a minor site plan application. We will be submitting a revised checklist and waiver request as well as other information. Therefore, we respect the request this matter be carried to your September 13th meeting for completeness review. Thank you for your cooperation. Robin Wright. So procedurally, Kara, we're going, should we vote to deem it incomplete and then announce that completeness will be for the new application?
Correct. They do not need to withdraw the application. They can amend it by way of this letter and by way of the additional information they're going to submit. But I would recommend that the board do a motion and a second and a vote to deem it incomplete. So we stop the clock and then we'll carry it to the next meeting. They'll submit their additional information. Bob will do his review. And then we can proceed after that.
So I'm looking for a motion to deem it incomplete.
Driver moves.
Second, any further discussion?
Is there any conflicts or?
I'm sorry, any conflicts for 161 Main Street? That's a good question. Anyone have a conflict with Dolce?
I like their food.
So our standard language, any personal or pecuniary interest or any other direct or indirect interest that you feel may sway you with regard to dealing with this matter in an unbiased fashion.
If we all like their food, then we all are biased.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, seeing none, thank you for asking, Eileen.
Mayor Driver,
Yes.
Ms. Giffen,
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
yes,
Mr. Dashna,
Yes.
Mrs. Engelhardt,
Yes,
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Budney.
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
Mr. Hill.
Yes. Okay, thank you all. Item 7 on the agenda is public hearing, Family Promise of Hunterdon County Incorporated, block 19, lots 7 and 8, 8 New York Avenue, which has been continued from June 14th, July 12th, July 26th, and August 9th, 2022. This application is being carried. No further notice will be given. It is being carried to our September 13th, 2022 meeting, which will happen at 4 Stangle Road, where our last meeting was at 7 p.m. at the time of our normal meeting. No further notice will be given, but we'll have the Family Promise on the agenda for September 13th at Stangle Road. Okay,
I had one issue with that application that I wanted to bring to your attention, Jeff. I got a text from George Eckelman, the owner
yeah,
of Stangle, and he sent the invoice for the last meeting via an email on July 26th, and wasn't sure if I got it or not, and he's sending it again just in case.
It's
I
on
did, and I did a
bill
purchase order,
On
made
the bill
it,
list.
made the bills list.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's,
Yep.
and I apologize, I was en route, so I didn't see that bills yet.
no problem.
So I'll let him know that that is being taken care of tonight, and then the next invoice for the next meeting will come.
Yeah, and I also sent that to the applicant's attorney.
Perfect. Thank
All right.
you.
Sounds good. Item 8, chair items, which is our next meeting on September 13th, which, as you now know, has completeness for Dolce, has the continuation of the public hearing for Family Promise. Is there anything else? I don't
No,
think so.
I did talk to the attorney for the Flemington Urban Center renewal, and they were going to notice for the 20th.
Okay.
Which.
Just to remind folks,
Moved up a week.
yeah, just to remind folks of our next couple of meetings, because of holidays and whatnot, the next several meetings are a little bit off from our normal second and fourth. So we have a meeting on the 13th, which is the second Tuesday of the month. We have a meeting on the following week, which is the 20th of the month. The Tuesday night after that, actually council's meeting, because they had to push their normal Monday meeting because of the Jewish holiday or Rosh Hashanah. And then in October, our meetings are also a little bit
Yeah,
skewed
too.
because of Columbus Day and council taking the Tuesday away from us for that.
So we'll meet on that
We're
Wednesday.
gonna meet on that Wednesday, and I will say that that Wednesday, I will not be here, whichever date that is. That's the, I think it's the 13th as well. I have to teach on Wednesday nights this semester, so. Susan, it'll be you,
For October,
whatever the October 13th is, that Wednesday meeting.
okay.
I may have a conflict for the 20th. We may also, I
Yeah,
have to see if I can be recused from my.
well, when's it, October 12th?
No, she's
No,
talking about
the September
20th.
20th.
Okay,
So,
so let us know.
hold on, looking at it.
Wait,
All right.
October 12th. You're talking October
No,
12th,
no.
not 13th.
All right, bills were circulated. Can I get a motion on the bills?
So move, Cook.
Cook moves. Second. All right, any discussion on the bills?
Mr. Cook,
Yes.
Mr. Hill,
Yes.
Mayor Driver,
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
Yes.
Mr. Dashna,
Yes.
Mrs. Engelhardt,
Yes.
Mr. Budney,
Yes.
Ms. Giffen,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, just a quick question. Would we have an order of the agenda for the 13th?
Completeness will be before the next public hearing. Oh, this is.
Okay.
For final
Full
rules.
statements doesn't take quite as much time.
Yeah, our bylaws that were adopted a little while ago, completeness comes before, carried things comes before.
Resolutions.
Yeah, resolutions and those things come up at the top. All right, what's the surplus, Karen? What's the professional report from the attorney?
None from me.
All right. Our engineer, planner, and traffic person are not here. No need for executive session.
None.
All motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, go.
Any opposition? 7:11.
Nice.
It's raining, somebody got.